Hey there, folks. How are we all doing? Welcome to the Stats Show. Um, yes, I'm back. You are. You are back. Um, I see a lovely little 87 average there in the captains in the team event. Loads of games actually. That's I want to be a little bit more involved with a lot of it, not just brainstorming and all that. So I've been trying. I'll ring you after, Aaron. I'll show you what's going on. Hey Darnell, how are we doing? Lenny, SS, John, fantastic. How are we all doing? A few things, a few bits and pieces that we've pulled from the stats. We want to give back a little bit more and talk about another few. I'm going to start in the Malcholate. Hello, Arthur. How are you doing? I'm actually going to start in the Malcholate this evening, right? Rob Civic does lead the way 133. The father on 126 was supposed to have a game against Scotty. Tanya wasn't feeling too hot the other day. I couldn't. He's 70 years of age. I couldn't be putting him in that kind of environment just in case she did have COVID. We wouldn't be doing that. He would have had the game played otherwise, and no doubt it would have been a cracker between himself and Scotty. Nathan Griffin on 120 points. John Rock 117. What a week he had. When I go into the stats, I'll tell you, Danny Kennedy, Scotty McKenzie, he's up around there on 96 points. Sasha, Gary Smith, couple of great weeks there for Sashi, Anfin, Brendan Kinney, Paul, Stephen Cranny, Kenny Robertson, couple of games in hand, he's on 71. Tony Scary, Mike D. Veast, and Michael Robertson. Unfortunately, another couple of fallers there this week. I'm going to go straight into the stats, and I'm going to blow this up. And I'm going to drag it across, and I'm going to see, can you see? Yeah, you can't see all of it. Single screen. Second there, no. There we go. Kind of close. There we go. I don't mean to be blocking anybody. The 170s, I'll do it in the 180s. There we go. John Rock does lead the tons. He had 7, he had 10 in 2 games. It's savage throwing. Rob Civic 104, Nathan Griffin 79, the father 74, Gary Smith with 70. John Rock played Gary Smith this week. It finished 5-4. It was a cracking game. First leg, Gary took out 59 in 2. The second game, John Rock took out 90. The third leg, Gary Smith took out a 142 to go 2-1 up. John Rock played David Young the game before it, and he took out a 138, and Gary took out a 142 against John Rock. It just goes to show, you know what I mean, the quality within the leagues is fantastic. It was great to see. Best legs as well was both hit their 17s and 18s respectively within their games. It was absolutely fantastic to see again. It's not just a one-time thing. They're actually doing it more frequently, which is good. I know Gary has the game within him. I know he's working and all that, and there's a bit of practice going on now. You know what I mean? No, he's still busy at work, but there's a little bit more going into his game. We know the quality of John Rock. It's fantastic. The 140s, Rob Civic 26, John Rock with 24. I'm sure he had 5 140s as well this week. It's super throwing. Nathan Griffin 18, Mike Van Diest 16, the father 14, Danny Kennedy 13. No 170s too. Actually, there was actually a 170. Scotty McKenzie had a 170 plus in his game. I do apologise. There was no 180s to report. But like I said, Sasha, her little 130 is not leading it no more. It is Gary Smith with a 142, John Rock with a 138, Sasha them with the 130, Rob Civic with the 126, and Nathan Griffin didn't. It was in final moments, but at 122 for him. So you see Gary and John's ton plus finishes are after moving up to the twos. Absolutely fantastic. Best legs haven't really moved. 14s around the place for Nathan Scotty. 15s for the father, and that hasn't really moved, to be fair. Absolutely fantastic. Delighted. I was absolutely delighted when we seen that. Somebody who's watching, there's 21. Next person that comments, give me a league. Citrine, Kyanite, Tigray, Obsidian, Moonstone. They're also left. Can we get a comment to see what league do we want to go in yet? But it was good to see the match today. Brendan Kinney's best leg went from 21 to 19 as well, and his best average went from 49 to 53 nearly. Absolutely fantastic. 49 13 to 52 92. So progress everywhere you look in the Malcholate. You know what? We'll go weird. We'll do a weird one. We'll go to the. So what? We'll go to the Obsidian. And there we go. Lee Refford still leads the way with Ivan Davidara. They both have 121. Lee Refford has a game in hand though. There is only 8 legs in the difference, so if he gets flogged 5-0, I'll tell you it'll be an interesting run in. John Smith, 18 played 108. Ronnie Kerwin did a small bit of dismantling against Helen this week. Didn't expect it. Helen, a few too many bounce outs by the messages, but a good win for Ronnie there. He moves to 108, 19 played. Gary on 19, he goes to 106. Vinny O'Brien within touching distance of that automatic promotion spot once more. He's on 101. He is a game in hand. Martin Helsegard, back from holidays, back from all that. He's getting games hammered out. He's on 96 points. Then have Helen on 92. Richard Rees on 89. Mr. China, couple of great averages this week again on 85. Matt Peck on 83. Paddy Harkin, thereabouts on 79. Stevie Watt on 78. Just at the top half of the table. But Conlett Crombie played a couple of games this week. He's only 3 points out the promotion playoff spots. Emmett Leonard, after moving up the table after a couple of great games as well. John Milton, a couple of great games. I'll tell you, the Obsidian best average for Ronnie went from a 68.94 to a 69.74 this week. Marshola, best average from a 66.20 to a 71.81. That was straight after I played him. It was I'll tell you, I was lucky. I was 6-1 up against him. He brought it back to 6-4. It was a lucky 80 I took out to beat him. Absolutely fantastic. Legs were flying through. 17 darters, 18 darters gone through there when we were playing. It was a fantastic game. He had a 71.81 in that one. Martin Helsegard had a high out. It went from 116 to 121. And John Milton's had a first ton plus checkout this week. Absolutely fantastic. I'll tell you, there's nothing in it around the bottom half of the table as well. Alexandra Ely, 1 second, I'll see, can I pull this down a small bit so you can see? There you go. Jimmy Withers and 53. Alexandra Ely, game in front, also has 53 leg difference between them. I'll tell you, there's nothing in it to the stats. We will go. Just going to make sure you can see all that. Yes, Ronnie Kerwin leads the tons, 144 of them. Gary Wilson on 134. Ivan Davidara, Paddy Arkin ball 130 each. Vinny O'Brien 129. The field, Ivan Davidara 51 140s. It is super thrown. Lee Rayford on 48. Gary Wilson 36. Richard Rees 34. Vinny O'Brien 33. Conlett 31 the field. John Smith and Mr. China, 2 170s each. Couple of them in there behind with 1. Helen Ward, 11 180s. It's super, but right behind, he wants that pin badge. Lee Rayford on 10. Gary Wilson on 7. Conlett on 5. Good week for him. John Smith, Richard Rees, and Vinny O'Brien all with 5 as well. George Flake and Richard Rees still 161 and 160. John Middleton's 127 first ton plus checkout. It was a 127. It's a good checkout, a tidy checkout. Lee Rayford, Mashallah, Richard Rees, Todd Cisco, all with best legs at 13. Absolutely fantastic. Supertron, Helen, Ivan, John, China, Paddy, Stevie Watt and Vinny O'Brien, all with 14s. It's Supertron, lads. Supertron. 14 dart leg is about 107 average. It is fair throwing, to be fair. The ton plus finishes. Ivan David Dara still leads away. Gary Wilson, George Fleck, John Smith, Martin Hilsegard. Martin Hilsegard joining to 4. Nothing much there in it. We will go to the we'll go to the Citrine. A few games played this evening, to be fair. And we are putting it out across all leagues. Any first half, because we have only 2 weeks left. About 2 weeks left to put no fixtures. Any first half games that are there aren't played between here and Monday will be voided out. Johnny Blair leads the way on 96 points. William Kirkwood, game in hand, he's on 89. Stephen Pinkerton on 89. He's 16 games played. The Storm on 84. Neil Duff and Mal Cummins, they will be playing Friday night. It'll be a good close call. They're both on 81. Shane Ryan, good win this evening against Martin. Looked like one breaker throw in it on 80 points. Remy on 79. SES 78. Simon. Then Peter. Then Grant. Then Andrew. Then Craig John. Then myself. I was just looking at it there between myself and the Storm 180. It's 15 points in it. I have a game in hand over him. There could be 8 points between it. You know what I mean? That's how close it is. But there is no easy game in there. We'll go to the stats. Stats are huge. Here you see Craig John leads the tons on 168, Andrew 164, myself 157, the Storm 155. Hey Amelia. The Storm and Barry 60, 140s each. Craig John with 56, SES 56, William Kirkwood with 56, 55 the field. Grant Simpson. Martin Moore 5 170s. The Storm right behind him though, putting the claws on that one on 4. Johnny Blair 3, myself 2, Gordon 2, Luke Eli 2, 1 for loads and behind. Shane Ryan 17 180s, still topping the bill there. The Storm with 14, Craig John 13, Neil Duff with 13, 12 the field. Craig John, Martin Bow with the big fishes. Only 2 in a row in the leagues actually as it stands. Best legs of 11 for 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It sure is. Craig, Grant, Luke, Martin, Shane and Simon 12 the field. It's super trials. The ton plus checkouts, Simon with 10 still. Craig moving up with 8. Johnny Blair with 7. And a few of them in behind with 6 and a few more. It's super darts. We will go to the Moonstone next. Let's see what's happening around the Moonstone. Oh, in the Kyanite, Remy beat his best leg. He went from 15 to 14. And Grant, his highest checkout was from 107 to 110 in the Citrine to the Moonstone. And there you go, Wayne Bebar, another good win this week. He moves to 120. Warren Penny 117. Charlie Mitchell 114. He has that game in hand though. He was last week's table topper. He's a game in hand. He's on 114. Alan Palmer 104. Tom Finnerton 101. He can move into the green and knock out Alan Palmer. Great run of games for Tom Finnerton over the last couple of weeks. Under Luke McGill on 101 as well. Phil James on 98, Bob Myers, Arthur Langley, Stephen Martin Peterson, Ken Roach and Daniel Crocs top half of the table, and Thomas Keane just outside there. He has a couple of games in hand. He's 14 games played. He's on 72 points. No doubt he should be pushing for promotion places as well. Where are we? Moonstone. I'll tell you everything I said for the ton plus checkout, we'll go into the stats. We'll go into the stats and I'll blow it up there a small bit. Oh, get back. There we go. The stats really belong to two people. Stefan Martin Peterson, his first ton plus finish, it was 118. Andre Luke McGill, oh, they're all over the stop. Oh, Tanya's got to kill it. She's gone on more than me. I was supposed to do this. I was supposed to. Sorry, folks. I was supposed to start this. Can't give him nothing to do, so you can't. Alan Palmer leads the ways on tons. He's got 126 of them. Phil James with 124. Wayne Bearer 118. Under Luke McGill with 117. I'm going to do the highest out as well, because I think that's the other one that changed. Highest out. There's the smallest. Everything else I can bluff away with. 140s, Wayne Bear with 33 of them. Alan Palmer 26, Phil James with 24, Tom Finnelan 23 with Warren Penny. The 170s, there wasn't any. Arthur Langley still has the 2, he still leads the way there. The 180s, Thomas Keane with 5 of them, he still leads the way there. Laws with 3 in behind. The highest strikeout still with Gregory with a 145, Ken Roach 143, Charlie Mitchell 141, Alan Palmer 136. But the stats, Andre goes from 105 to 120. His best leg goes from 19 to 17, and his highest average to date goes from a 60.72. It moves up by 8 points to 68.16. Absolutely fantastic. Phil James, best leg of 15. Thomas Keane, Warren Penny, best legs of 14. Nothing has really changed there around the best legs for anyone within the Moonstone. But Andre and Stefan, fair play to you. Good weeks for a few. We are going to go to the Kynite next. Love the Kynite. Actually, to be fair, all the leagues are fantastic. Super close. Once you tell the truth about your averages, lads, it is cracking to see these lads play each other week in and week out, trying their heart out, and the whole lot. But it is the Ciderman that leads the way. Yes, the Magician has a game over him, but it is the Ciderman 2 points in front. He has points in the bag. He's on 117. The Magician 115. Mike Deaver also on 115. He's two games played more than the Magician, but he is there on 115 points. Also, Neil Withers, a little run of form. Fantastic to see. He's on 105. Marcus Hawkins, all Rusty Pebbles, he's on 99, 2 games in hand. Again, Colin McLaughlin 93. Ian Henley, the Wasp, Carl Winters, Helton, good week for him. Scotty, the Mighty Apu, and KDD, couple of massive averages there for all of them in the Kynite. John beat his best average of 81.33 to an 86.80. Colin beat his best average from a 78.58 to an 82.17. Super trying out of you. And Hilton, his best leg went from 14 to 13. And also a massive congratulations to you on winning the 301 double in double out Kynite Cup. Congratulations, pal. Fair play. Not an easy thing to do, but you went on and won it. We'll go in. Jesus, high definition keeps on coming up in the bottom of the screen. I know it's in high definition. To the stats, the Wasp leads the tons. So he does. On 141, Carl Winters 139, Colin on 114, Darnell 105. First time I've mentioned Darnell. He's actually starting to improve his darts a small bit. Went through a small patch. Everyone goes through a little patch. Coming out of the right side of it at the right time. To be fair, the Wasp on 140s. He's on 37 of them. Carl Winters 40. Oh, this isn't done either. Ooh, 105. Oh, it's alphabetical. Was I supposed to do this one? Ooh, snap. I don't think I was supposed to do this one, to be fair. Let's see. The Wasp doesn't need it. It's John Cranny. leads it with 145 tons. I thought it was John that was up there last week. The Magician with 57, 140. Marcus Hawkins with 50. Colin with 48. William with 46. The Siderman 45. Mike Deaver 44. Tony Light has 6 170s. Hilton leads the way with 15 180s. Mike Deaver with 14. The Siderman 13. The closest man 13. After 10 is Colin after that. High outs. Here she is. Hey there.
Hi, are you sure that's the right kind that you have open?
I think so, yeah. Yeah, it's back up. Yeah, it does, yeah. Yeah. I don't know why you didn't put it in the right order either. Sorry, I'm live. I have to go. Love you, bye. That's me sleepy outside. If I'm lucky, if I can make it outside. Lee Marsh with the highest out of 161. The Magician 160. Absolutely fantastic there, folks. Like, so far to date, there's been 2,485 tons thrown, 807 140s, 20 170s, 147 180s across the league. Absolutely fantastic throwing within the coinage, and I covered all the bases there. Good 87. Sorry, the Magician went from an 86.80 to an 87.33. I misread that one. Fair play to you, the Magician, John Gibson, Lapper in that one. Finally, we have the Tiger Eye. Big push on here between the lads. You know, I'll hold my hand up. There it is. Erlen Linney, I do apologise, pal. I did say that you would be fighting for the all relegation playoffs again. It doesn't look like you're going to be. Just move that down. There we go. Doesn't look like you're going to be fair. This is the Tiger Eye. Ryan Richmond leads the way. Game in hand. He's on 108 points. Christopher Pratt on 103. Garrett Watson 101. Aaron McKendry also 101. Eddie Berger 99. Eddie and Aaron both played this week. It was Eddie winning 5-1. It was a heavy loss by Aaron, and he was pushing and pushing. But he's on 101. He has points in the bag. Eddie on 99, just outside the automatic promotion spots. Erlen Linney on 96. Alan McVicker on 94. Ireland having that game in hand over Alan. Stephen Anthony Davison on 90. Mr. Tyres on 89. Vernon Human 87. Johnny Mueller 84. Stephen Hopkins top half of the table. Good to see him moving up along against Steve Hoppy on 80. And Jeff Wiley makes up the top half of the table. He has 2 games in hand. Super throwing. He can go to 95 points and be in the mix, running down the back end of it. In the Tiger Eye, Patrick Lee, he's first 180. Congratulations, Patrick. We'll go into the stats. I think everybody... Oh, so close. Keith O'Connor. Actually, there's one more shout out, and I will go back into it because I was asked to do a bit of a shout out. I want to do it last thing, just what it will be picked up, and he doesn't have to go through the whole lot to find it. But Mr. Tyres leads the tons on 151. Eddie Berger 146. There's been 2,238 tons within the league. Johnny Mulder 46 140s. Ryan Richmond 45. Aaron McKendry 44 and Christopher Pratt 40. The 170s. Alan McVicker leads the way on 3 of them. Christopher Pratt 2, Erlen Linney 2, Fieldman never behind the 2s. The 180s are leading it all season. He's still there or thereabouts. He's got 13. Garrett Watson right behind him on 11. Christopher Pratt 10. Clark Cook 10. Jeff Wiley 8. Stephen Hopkins 8. Christopher Pratt's highest out is 164. He leads the league with that one. It's a super finish. Alan McVicker with a 160. Aaron McKendry 156 with Stephen Anthony Davison and Vernon Human. Best legs of 12 by Aaron McKendry, Ryan Richmond, Jeff Wiley 13. Mr. McAlary 13. Patrick Leahy 13-14 in the field. And there's one more that I want to go back into, and it is the Malcholate. And I was asked to bring it up that unfortunately Brendan Kinney did not hit a ton plus checkout yet. Ton plus checkouts. A few of them haven't, but he's fuming that he hasn't got a few. He's been on the cusp of getting one. Where's the ton plus finishes? Just to make sure, Brendan. Yeah, it's not there. So Brendan, hopefully this week, well, is your week, and if Podge is still laughing about it, just give him a kick in the shin. The absolutely massive roundup to the 80 lads, the teams of 5, the 80 lads that are absolutely cracking through their games. It's brilliant. I think we'll have a little bit of a roundup what happened Friday night, if I can get around to going in and out of a few stats and stuff like that. I have most of the games. I've been involved in most of the groups and stuff like that. There's some savage darts and savage throwing going on. We'll have a table and everything for that. Hopefully, look, boy, the week is out, and thanks to everybody for putting in a team, and thanks to everybody for playing as well. It's absolutely fantastic. It's, you know what, it's the lads and their banter, and they want to get it done for each other. It's good going. To the captains as well, I take my hat off to you. Fair play to you. Good organising, good running. It's nice. It's good to see, and it's good to see team events up and go on. Hopefully William Kirkwood and Mr. Borry can get their game done, and we can get that streamed as well. Hopefully we can stream another couple of team versus team games. Saturday night we've our GKT with in-house World Championships. That's kicking off. Look, we'll go live about 10 to 6, and we'll see what happens then after that. I'm going to message a few lads about the Premier League. Hopefully, I just came up with a little brainwave. I was sitting down with 2 to try and run off. But I'm after coming up with a little system. I think that will work, so I want to give 1 or 2 lads a ring and see will it work. I want their opinion on the matter as well. And I want to message everybody within it as well. So hopefully we can see either somebody new, or will Neil Duff retain his Premier League status title on the first one. And there's a few bits and bobs that we need to do around the place. I hope you've a stellar week. There is only 2 weeks of fixtures to go out, so we will be putting a small bit of pressure on before the next league start. Anybody who is watching that did tune in, that is either here or YouTube or the whole lot, and you want to get involved in the leagues, it's simple. Laptop, webcam, where you go. Webcam darts. Get involved. Get hooked up. If you think you can throw 90, 80, 70, a 60 average, a 40 average, you're just starting out in darts. We have leagues for everyone. We cater for everyone. And once you're honest with yourself, your darts will and can only improve with these bunch of people. One more, I don't ambush anybody into a group chat. I don't like being ambushed into a group chat. Send me a private message beforehand. Let me know your thoughts. I'll give you my opinion, but I don't like it, and I'm like a bomb. I will blow up a small bit. I don't do it to anybody. I don't like it being done to me. That is it from me. Thanks very much to everybody who tuned in. The very best of luck to everybody on the running in their games. If you can all jump on and get it done, there will be fixtures released this evening. There is another ones released next week. Anybody that wants to stream league game, let us know. We'll see can we jump on and get it done. To everybody, thank you very much. Good night, folks.